The gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the veto.
The gentleman has the floor.
Mr. Speaker and ladies and gentlemen of the House, Governor's veto intends no disrespect or disaffection for the men and women who protect us and serve in uniform as law enforcement. The veto is really not so much about law enforcement officers as it is about our system of justice and about our magistrate and the magistrate system, which is the initial gatekeeper for most, at least many, of the citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia. This, frankly, is a solution in search of a problem. There is no indication that there's any rash of citizen appearances before magistrates filling out complaints against police officers. Are there examples? Sure. But as has been said on this floor before, bad cases make bad law. A couple bad examples doesn't mean we should be changing the code. In fact, what this legislature did just several years ago is there is a provision in the Code of Virginia which addresses exactly this situation. It's section 19.2-76.1, which says that if a Commonwealth's attorney gets one of these warrants and wants to deep six it, he or she can instantly. Never gets to court. Never goes anywhere. So we've already empowered our Commonwealth's attorneys to do exactly what this bill supposedly does. Our magistrates, ladies and gentlemen, are specially trained. They're very experienced in determining what is what is probable cause. They know that probable cause in one situation, two people meeting on the streets, very different perhaps than probable cause in another situation, police officer interacting with a citizen. It is not as if magistrate judges do not know the differences. No one is claiming that I know of or that I've heard this morning that magistrate judges are not doing an excellent job here in Virginia. This bill, though, appears to be based on an assumption that for some reason our magistrate judges will do their jobs less well if they receive a complaint against a police officer. That they're somehow going to fall prey to citizens trying to game the system and get payback, I suppose, for being arrested. There is no reason to reach that conclusion. Now, the point I'd like to make most importantly, Mr. Speaker, is the message that passage of this bill will send to the citizens of Virginia. It will send a message that our magistrates and the system that they oversee is not neutral, that certain people get special rules at a hearing before the magistrate. The system's not broken, ladies and gentlemen. It needs no fixing. The Commonwealth's attorney has the power to do this already, and we should trust Virginia's magistrates to do their jobs and to determine whether probable cause exists to issue a misdemeanor warrant, even in circumstances involving law enforcement officers. I urge the body to sustain the veto, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman Stanton, Mr. Bell. Shall the House override the governor's veto? Clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 66, noes 34.
Ayes 66, noes 34. The governor's veto is upheld.